It's cool. Good? Cool.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah, beautiful.
Great. I won't.
But play with your voices as a
Okay.
It's the water, because music is gonna be right, and it's the water, all these water effects on your voice too. Kind of that seashore.
Especially in the beginning. Is
The
that right?
very beginning, yeah.
I got you.
Okay, let's do this again. Yeah, look at you and just talk about the Inga y Mandinga. Yeah. The Inga y Mandinga is one of my babies. You know, I have multiple babies. And this is a theater production. It's a multimedia, multigenerational theater production that involves music, dance, narrative, poetry. I wanted to use art as a way to tell the history of colonialism and the connection of these cultures that came together as a result of this colonial history from the perspective of the African descent Peruvians, because many times we hear stories about slavery or stories about the African diaspora told by other people, not necessarily the African descent people themselves. You know, they don't get to tell about their own experience, their own history. So I wanted to center their voices and tell the story from their perspective. So this is how the Inga y Mandinga was born in 2012 as a way for me to tell the story of the Afro-Peruvian experience and the coming together of the Spanish culture mixing with the indigenous culture and the African descent people. I brought together the artists that I had worked with in the past and new artists, and together as a collective we started brainstorming on how the Inga y Mandinga could look like in this new iteration.
It is a space of healing. I have the opportunity to embody and to heal in my body so many different like ancestrality and historic trauma that I carry in my body, and through connecting with rhythms, connecting with songs, connecting with my voice, and express even my own story have been an amazing opportunity for healing.
We are combining the story of two women, the stories of two women, one African descent and one Jewish, Sephardic, Ladino, and through music genres from those traditions, we're telling the story of these two women.
My grandma is from Bulgaria and was raised speaking Ladino, and so my Sephardic roots there have been carried on with food and with song, and my parents met folk dancing, Israeli folk dancing, and so the music has always been in my household, but I haven't ever had the chance as a musician and as a singer to delve into the music and perform it myself, so it's been a really huge gift to be asked to be a part of this project.
One of the missions of the Inga y Mandinga is its educational component. The Inga y Mandinga fills in educational gaps about stories and information that are not necessarily taught in schools. One highlight that has been really key, not only for the audience, but also for the production of the Inga y Mandinga, has been the intergenerational aspect of this show. These kids, through their participation in the Inga y Mandinga, found pride in their roots, found connection, and they felt like, aha, this is mine. One mother, for example, told me, you know, the Inga y Mandinga has given my kid a sense of rootedness and belonging.
What stuck with me the most was the first time walking out stage with all the people there and just seeing all the lights and all the people. You just have a different, it's like a weird feeling you have of excitement and nervousness.
Us kids, like backstage, would just have a lot of fun, and we'd play games and like get hyped up when we were about to go on stage and practice a lot.
I'm studying for music production right now, and one thing that I really liked was just the different drum patterns that we learned while we were doing the Cajón.
Since I got such an exposure to the arts at such an early age, it kind of opened me up to new interests, and it kind of just gave me the courage to explore more of that.
I feel like it was like the first real time when I was able to move forward in my artistic self.
Well, at least for me, it gave me a sense of community. Like a lot of these, like Tiago, Carmela, Ceci, they're all like family to me. And it also brought me closer to my roots.
I feel like it gave me a kind of safe haven, because during that time I was in a very, very white school. So it was kind of like a refresher, you know, being able to see people like me and listen to language that I knew. But I was also on the poster for the Inga y Mandinga once, for some show, twice.
I just got to learn so much about the people I became close with, and I was able to learn where they came from, where their parents came from, and how they grew up, the ways they lived their lives. Like, it was nice to have this group of people that felt so similar to me, yet at the same time I was learning so much about them.
For me, it's very important because I'm trying to preserve my Peruvian culture here and also to pass it on to my kids. It is also important because it talks about the struggles of minorities, not only here in the US, but also throughout the Americas.
Early Music Seattle is devoted to the idea of bringing this show to the stage with Monica Rojas and the ensemble. It's important for Early Music Seattle because this show gives us an opportunity to learn how to do a different kind of partnering.
How we can collaborate in an equitable way? How can a white-led arts organization support BIPOC artists and collaborate in a healthy and a positive way?
There's a sense in which we live in a world that is so fragmented and segmented and cut off from itself. And so the art that is in this show is about bringing worlds together, worlds that have seemingly been separated for powers that be to control, and all the rest that comes with it. And so in this show we get to actually bring our beings into this space, into the music, into better relationship with ourselves, with each other, and with really our histories, our ancestors, and those that will come after us to help create a reality that is far more united than what we are currently experiencing. Inga y Mandinga is life. Thank you.
Se fue.